City's first recording. I am Sophia Olivas, CEO and founder of EverSmart City.
My name is Mark Anthony, co-founder of EverSmart City.
And we're going to talk to you today about the project. We are right in the middle of the week of our first NFT launch. So this is very raw, very real, and we're kind of just coming with the authenticity here. We're tired and more alive at the same time than ever before. So, Mark, why don't you start telling them a little bit about the project?
Absolutely, and as we do that, like she mentioned, it's our first video, so it's also our first time using reshare. So we're going to be playing around, testing it, and getting better as we go. So first, you mind if we introduce ourselves, tell them who we are, and kind of our background? All right, cool. So I'm Mark. I'm also in Phoenix, Arizona. I moved to Phoenix, Arizona in about the end of 2014, originally from Boston, Massachusetts. I have a background in real estate investing from, and most recently, mobile home investing, buying, reselling, repossessing, and developing land with mobile homes and moving and transporting mobile homes in and out of mobile home parks. Also have experience in other forms of real estate. Created a real estate academy teaching people how to invest in mobile homes, wholesale, fix and flip, and seller finance. My responsibilities in the EverSmart City project is all things real estate, land development, and then the factory of manufacturing our homes. We're going to be building container homes, which we'll talk about in a minute after Sophia introduces herself.
Thank you. So I am born and raised in Arizona. I have a very eclectic background. I have two passions in the industry of real estate and technology, and I've done those for over 30 years. And this is the first project where I get to bring my two passions together. The other thing that I'm passionate about is women's financial sovereignty. So you'll see me talking a lot of different venues and avenues regarding that. And that is also at the source of everything that we do, is how to help women become financially solvent. And this project is, in our upcoming NFT drop, is a few years in the making. So when you're seeing this, you're seeing some blood, sweat, and tears for a few years of us working in the dark before this is all being released.
That's right. And I also want to give a shout out to our third co-founder, David Werba. He's also the CEO of EverSmart Labs, which is our NFT spearhead, and that Sophia just mentioned. His responsibilities are our cybersecurity and our development, our blockchain development, and our tokenomics of our project. He's kind of our mastermind. His background, he's built 5 other blockchain projects. He built the first music application on Ethereum, and he's also built the first music application on EOS. And his projects have been international. This is actually his first project state-bound. So he's taken projects all the way through start to finish, from idea to currently running and operating still to this day. All the way through SEC regulations. So he's really been through the process of launching blockchain projects, as well as the tokenomics portion of it and SEC regulations. So he's a very valuable member. Glad he's here. He's actually in another YouTube channel as we speak. So we're getting a lot of work done, guys. Like Sophia said, this project's been a few years in the making. So this first pilot project is going to be here in the Metro Center. And what we're looking at doing is starting with at least about 40 acres. And we're going to be doing a commercial mixed use community. And so what that looks like is, what I like to explain it is, think of a mobile home park. And in the terms of the land is owned by the community or a company. And then the units themselves, the homes, are owned by the residents and the tenants. What's going to be a little bit different than ours from a mobile home park is we're going to have multi-levels. Our homes are going to be built out of shipping container homes to make them long-lasting and extremely movable. future use because um, in this 40 acres, we're going to be building 300 residents. 200 of them are actually going to be for sale. And those ones that are for sale are actually going to come with a commercial storefront. So everybody's unit is going to be able to have their commercial storefront on the first floor. And then right above it, right on top, will be their residential dwelling, whether it's anywhere from a studio apartment or a studio unit all the way up to a 4-bedroom, 2-bath unit. So we have a few scale range from 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and everything in between. And this is going to be for small businesses, entrepreneurs to be able to have a commercial space plus a residential space that they can own, keep. And then the other 100 residents that we're going to be building are going to be more apartment style, where we're going to be long term and short term leases, and also doing a partnership um, with another one of our organizations, which is a nonprofit arm of our project, which is called Humanifest. And Humanifest is going to be working with EverSmart for some of the affordable housing for the homeless, teachers, handicap, children who have aged out of foster care, um, there's a
Veterans,
few veterans, right? Senior citizens, and last but not
those,
least,
those with disabilities.
those with disabilities and people suffering or targeted from redlining. So we're going to be able to provide different grants and programs through Humanifest to provide housing opportunities in refugees. That was the last one with for people in those 100 units, as well as uh, like commercial leases. If some of the business owners live in the community, they want to rent out one of the units to have like a commercial to have a future partner come out and kind of use the space to do a business meeting for a few days. They can use that space as well for guests that they want to maybe fly in and do some business negotiations or something of the sort. We're pretty flexible. Our community is going to be in the US. It's going to be attached to the grid, mainly as a backup source. Our goal for this project and going forward is to be completely self-sustainable, provide our own energy, our
When we
own
go abroad, when we go abroad, we'll be doing that.
right. And then in the US, we're going to be practicing. Right, we'll have the grid as a backup, but we'll basically be able to have all of our own electricity and store it. Grow our own food for both the community, the residents of the community, and then the outside community, allowed for the public that's living outside the community to come in and enjoy fresh grown food in the farmers market, as well as a shared workspace, community center, event center, collaborative workspace, and other community amenities like workout room, pool, spa, gym, stuff like that. Um, we're also going to be having a asset-backed token. So our token economy is going to be backed by natural resources, which is one of the rare qualities to our project, and comparable to other projects that are out there, being that our economy is going to be backed by the natural resources that we produce. Being, for example, one of the first rollouts is going to be electricity in the form of stored energy, solar batteries. From all the extra solar that we collect, we're going to use that for different things inside the community, um, be it mining or buyback program in the tokens or NFTs to help support the economy, um, as well as our food. Our food's going to be all basically used on the blockchain for supply chain, being able to source food where it was grown, the times it was picked, how much water it got throughout its life, how much light it got, a bunch of different integrations in blockchain, as well as all the storefronts being able to use blockchain for the commerce in their stores, is whether they want to give NFTs to customers or they want to get paid in crypto from their store. They'll be able to use those options. Some of our other community features. I think, Sophia, you want to add anything? I'm trying to think of what else we could. chop
Yeah,
on?
so this community is full of art and music. There'll be revolving art in a lot of the different storefronts. There'll be sculpture gardens. There's going to be music that you'll be hearing local, international. We also incorporate the metaverse. We have a large presence in the metaverse. So if you can't visit us physically, there's other ways virtually to come visit and participate with the different stores and different businesses that are within the development. In addition to that, the reason we chose Phoenix as our first pilot is because of the solar production hours. It's the most in the entire United States. And we are also in a place where we can have a floating river where you can tour the city. And it's probably the only place that we'll be able to do that. In addition to that, we have education, accredited chartered education from kindergarten all the way to high school. And what we do it is more the Montessori type of education where it's hands-on, experiential, and we raise entrepreneurs, we raise leaders. So we're also going to be working in partnership with other programs that do full-on certificates, like where you actually get a training on a trade. So you actually become accredited in an adult accreditation in that trade, and you can go right into that business. In addition to that, we also incorporate our senior citizens, and we have a maker space. So we are thinking that the students, the ones that aren't participating in sports and athletics, they can then go with the seniors in our community and go to the makerspace and actually learn how to build things and do things. There'll be a 3D printer, foundry, things like that, where they can maybe even tear apart a car before the cars go away. So it's a wonderful opportunity, and we really believe that we're just inserting a new conversation that it is way more lucrative to do business in a more collaborative manner, and it directly results in the stewardship of each other and of the planet. So we believe firmly that this is the way cities and communities will be formulating and basing themselves off of. Also, in addition to that, any other existing developments, we can green and smart them and fold them into our tokenomics. So it's a very exciting project. We look forward to sharing more in the upcoming weeks and having our other founder, David Werba, when we're not in the middle of the NFT launch, to jump on in and introduce himself and speak a little bit more about the technology.
Absolutely. It's been a very exciting project. For the past, I think, about 3 or 4 semesters, we've been working with Arizona State University's Sustainability Department. They have a program in there called Greenlight Solutions, where they have both ASU students, but also nationally and globally accredited sister schools, partner school programs to allow students to participate in this program, Greenlight Solutions, where they partner with different programs like us and other projects to intern. And so we had the pleasure of having 3 groups of interns for the last 3 semesters work with us and helping us. The first semester, they helped us find different renewable resources that we can use for our homes, be it from wall materials, insulation, roofing materials, exterior siding materials, or exterior coating for the appearance of the containers, to even the floors and some of the light fixtures. That we're finding a lot of um, vendors that we could partner with that were in kind of the same state of mind that we were in and wanting to use renewable resources to create affordable housing. So they found us a lot of great partners that we could work with, as well as materials that we could use. They've also helped us with some of our polls for some of our community incentive programs, as well as helping us kind of map out kind of our first NFT drop that we're releasing um, this coming week. So we actually have some links for you guys to check those out to get some more info. I'd say the first one that you guys should probably check out, which has got this whole pretty much rundown of what we're talking about, but just via text. It's called, or what we're calling it, is our NFT manifesto. It's basically our founder's key that we're launching on the 11th. So It's going to be basically an introduction to what we call sustainable gamification, which is going to be pretty much our tokenomics of our community. And so we'll drop that link here as well. Let me pull it up for you guys. And I drop
Yep. So March
it
11th
right
is our first
here.
drop date for our NFT. We call it the Founders Key because you are all public founders who ever participate in the NFT drop. This is the only one that we are doing for the Smart City, and this one has staking capabilities, future staking capabilities, as well as it's the only one that's going to participate in all the future cities that we're building. As we mentioned, Phoenix is our pilot program. We go nationwide and then global right after that. So thank you so much. We look forward to all of our next videos that are coming up with you guys.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you for joining. You can also find us on Nifty Blocks and Atomic Hub. If you search EverSmart Labs, we have one of our NFTs will be released there. So you can also go there and grab them as well. So we'll be doing these YouTubes so far at least once a week. We'll probably be ramping it up here pretty soon as we get close to the launch this coming week, and then after that. So be sure to stay tuned in, guys. We'll also have a Discord group. I'm going to drop the Discord link to stay in touch with us. We're in there all the time. So I'm going to drop that right here as well for you guys. And jump on in and get acquainted
Yeah, engage
with
with us. Connect on our Twitter.
Absolutely.
We're on LinkedIn, Facebook. Feel free
So you
to
guys
join
will
with
be able
us.
to grab all those links to our social media inside our Discord server as well. So jump in there, guys, and we'll get to chatting with you guys then. Thanks, guys.